Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Millions of viewers tuned in to the Golden Bachelorette season finale in November 2024 to watch Chock propose to Joan Vassos. The two have a unique relationship where they live their lives apart. Joan Vassos just shared a heartfelt message that left fans wondering if her engagement to Chock is off. Keep reading to find out more about what's going on. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos shares heartfelt Thanksgiving message. Thanksgiving is a time to celebrate our loved ones and reflect on what we're thankful for. Golden Bachelorette star Joan Vassos took to social media to share a heartfelt message of gratitude. Fans first met her as a contestant on Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor. She later found love with Chock on The Golden Bachelorette. Joan Vassos said at the start of the video that it was Thanksgiving morning and she was thinking about life and how thankful she was. She added that life doesn't always turn out the way you expect. Hers hasn't. No one is responsible for making you happy about yourself, Joan Vassos, 62, advised. She then launched into thanking the amazing people in her life, including her family, friends, and social media followers. Joan Vassos continued to heap praise on her fans who connect with her on social media. She let fans know that she reads their comments but doesn't always respond with words, but sometimes does by clicking the like button. She ended the video by wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving, but Joan Vassos didn't mention her fiancé Chock in the video once. Did they quietly split up? Fans think she broke up with Chock. Golden Bachelorette fans noticed the glaring absence of Chock in the list of people Joan Vassos was thankful for. The senior couple lives thousands of miles away and only sees each other every few weeks or longer. He lives in Wichita, Kansas, where he serves as the president of an insurance agency. Meanwhile, Joan Vassos lives in Maryland. Fans flooded the comments with questions about Chock. From what you're saying, I think you aren't with Chock anymore. Things don't always work out, but I wish you love in the future. No mention of Chock. Are you no longer together? I feel like the mentioning everyone else besides him is pretty telling. This sounds like a single woman. This wasn't the first time fans suspected that Joan Vassos and Chock had broken up. The Golden Bachelorette star quickly shut the previous rumors down immediately. She has yet to respond to the new speculation about their relationship. One Bachelor Nation fan speculated that the breakup wasn't recent. They wrote, "I think they've been broken up since before ATFR, but showed up together because they didn't want people to know it." Joan Vassos and Chock attended the After the Final Rose for Mel Owen's season of The Golden Bachelor earlier this month. Several fans noted that Joan Vassos looked like she had been crying a lot in her recent social media posts. Stay tuned for more on this developing story. The sun hovered low over the Santa Fe desert, turning the sky a soft peach. Too peaceful, Joan Vassos thought, for the storm that was about to break. The Golden Bachelorette cameras had gathered around the adobe courtyard where Joan stood in a shimmering gold dress, hands folded, voice trembling with something between fear and freedom. Tonight wasn't supposed to be dramatic. Tonight was supposed to be a celebration. Tonight was supposed to be the night she confirmed her future with Chock, the charming, silver-haired former pilot who had stolen America's heart with his quiet confidence and surprise poetry recitals. But life had a funny way of flipping the script. Just minutes before the announcement, Joan had been pacing her dressing room, staring at the final rose resting on velvet, the rose that was meant for Chock. "Are you ready?" a producer whispered through the door. Joan inhaled deeply. Was she? Because something had shifted, something she couldn't ignore. Chock had been perfect on camera, attentive, romantic, endlessly supportive. But behind the scenes, a hesitation had grown, subtle at first, then louder each night. A text left unread, a date cut short, a promise to talk later that never seemed to arrive. Joan's heart wasn't confused. It was tired. So when the spotlight hit her and the camera's word, she lifted the microphone with steady hands and looked into the lens as if speaking directly to the millions watching at home. "I have something important to share," she began, her voice calm but resolute. "Chock and I have decided to go our separate ways." Gasps rippled behind the cameras. A lighting tech nearly dropped a softbox. Joan continued, her eyes softening with honesty. We care for each other deeply, but we realized our lives and what we want next don't quite align. And that's okay. He deserves someone whose world fits perfectly with his, and I deserve the same. Across the courtyard, Chock stepped forward, unexpectedly composed. He wasn't angry, he wasn't blindsided. If anything, he looked relieved. He joined Joan at the center and gently took her hand. "He's right," he said. "We tried, we really did, but sometimes two wonderful people aren't the right match, and that doesn't make the journey any less meaningful." Joan smiled. The audience, watching at home, would later call it the most graceful breakup in franchise history. But the real twist was, it wasn't the split. It was what Joan said next. She lifted her chin, radiating calm power. "And I want everyone to know, this isn't the end of my story. It's just a different chapter. I believe love still waits for me, and for Chock too." The courtyard fell silent, a beautiful silence, the kind that feels like a sunrise instead of a sunset. Then, the unexpected happened. A new suitor stepped into view. Tall, distinguished, salt and pepper beard, a navy blazer that somehow shimmered in the twilight. Joan blinked. "Wait, why are you here?" The mystery man smiled with unmistakable warmth. "I heard there might still be a rose available." The producers nearly fainted. Chock laughed, and Joan, for the first time all season, she blushed. The camera zoomed in, capturing the spark, the kind that only shows up when life refuses to follow a script. A new journey had begun.